call cannot be taken at the moment, so please leave your message after the tone.
There are only 8, not 9. Sometimes I have a dream. It is a bad dream. In this dream, I am in this dark place and everything is scary. It is full of corridors, tunnels, and doors. There are puddles and water on the floor and the ceiling drips. Everything here is damp and mottled, the walls, the floor, and the ceiling. I try to find my way out of this place, but I am lost. I go from room to room, door to door, corridor to corridor. There are rusty, broken pipes all over this place. They come out of the walls and floor, and I have to climb over and under them. Sometimes there are holes that seem to go on forever both above and below me. I am scared of falling down there and being lost forever in the darkness. The corridors and rooms are all of different sizes. Some are small and tight, some are big and dark. I am scared of the shadows. I want to go home. I cannot get out, and no matter which doors I take, it feels like I am going in circles. I cannot stop though. I know I have to keep moving. If I stop, it will come. Eventually, I reach a new place that I have not seen before, and I can see something on the floor up ahead. I go towards it and I see it is my notebook and my pencil. I don't know why it is here, but I pick it up. I must keep moving. I am sure I can hear things whispering. I hurry forward, but the whispering and maybe footsteps seem to echo faintly on the cold, damp air. Down more corridors and through rooms with old broken machines, things I don't really understand, but they are broken and rusty like the pipes. They look sad and sometimes scary. There are only 8, not 9. I now get to a room that has 2 pipes across it and a large dark hole below them. In the distance, I can see a smaller looking doorway. It is next to some pipes in the wall opposite. They have leaked some horrible dark stuff that I do not want to get on me. I know I have to cross this room, and so I push myself against the left wall and crawl under the pipes above. I am very scared. I do not want to fall in, but the floor and walls are wet and slimy. I make it past the first pipe and then the second. The low opening ahead is dark and full of shadows, but I know I must enter. Inside there is a small space. It is grimy and dark, and a pipe in the wall has leaked into the corner. Only this room is not empty, and on the floor I see my school shoes. Looking down, I realize I have been barefoot this whole time. I didn't feel like I had, but in the dream this always happens. I don't want to walk in the horrible puddles without my shoes. I put them on. Now I can hear the whispering again. Maybe it is coming from the pipe. I have to get out of here and keep moving. I hurry back out, but I am now in a different place than before. Now I am in a corridor. I cannot stop for long because I am scared of the whispering. I carry on through a number of rooms and places, my shoes splashing in the puddles and muck. What if it can hear me? I must not stop. But then I am in a room that is different from the others. It has writing on the wall. In the gloom I try to make out what it says. Trying not to cry, I realize there are only 8, not 9. I am now very scared and quickly leave this room. I am back in dark corridors, pushing through unknown doors and rooms. I see a grate in the wall in one room. I stop for a second, for there is another noise. Alongside the whispering, this noise seems to be coming from the grate. I cannot stay here. I need to get out. I want to go home. starting to jog down yet more corridors. I do not care where I am going, merely that I have to keep moving. Only I am brought once more to a stop upon entering another shadow-filled room to see my school bag lying on the floor in the grime and muck. I do not want it to be there. It will get dirty. I pick it up and pull the straps quickly over my shoulders. It feels so heavy, but I cannot leave it. I am trying to go faster now. The pack is so heavy and it weighs me down. But my shoes at least keep my feet from having to touch the horrible floor. I move as quickly as I can through a number of places, some new, some that I might have been through before. Nothing makes any sense here, and then I am in a new room. Once more there is something crudely painted on the wall, only this time it is not words. Peering through the shadows I struggle to see what it is. And then counting up I realize there are 8 single eyes and they have all been crossed out. For some reason this causes me to become very panicked. I have to get out now. I feel cold, I feel scared. I struggle with the weight on my back, but I will not be found. On through yet more doors, I do not even stop to think which one I might take. I just keep going. I must keep going. There are only 8, not 9. The rooms are never quite the same. Some are more run down, darker and damper than the others. I go through a door in a dark little corridor, and in the gloom I almost trip over my teddy bear. I am very sad to find it here. It is wet and damp, and I will not leave my friend in the dark. I won't let it be alone. I pick up my teddy and flee, for the whispering is growing louder it seems. Through more rusty rooms of broken pipes and machines. Down dark corridors I stumble into something I don't understand, but I do not like it. The apex hang from the ceiling on rusty metal chains. They are still and solid, and below them in the floor is a large rusty grate. I do not go near this grate. I cannot go near it. I have to get away. Hugging my teddy tight in my arms, I now try to run as quickly as I can. Only the weight of my school bag is so heavy. It seems to take all my effort to just keep moving. I cannot think about where I am going. I cannot think about where I have been. I must just keep going. I will not stop now, not even when I see the old TV. This strange object placed down a dark dead end. I am too scared to stop. I just turn around and keep running. Struggling forward as best I can. Only nothing makes sense, and this isn't how it was before. I stumble in terror and enter a room that sends a cold shiver across my body. I don't know why those ropes are there. I don't know why there are 3. I don't want one of them to be for me. In that moment I am certain one of them will be for me, and so I turn and I run in blind panic. Now even the heavy pack cannot slow my legs. Everything feels darker and more gloomy now. The shadows seem to be glowing. The thing I fear the most is coming for me. I am certain now. I must get away. I must find somewhere safe. Pushing forward into yet another doom-filled space, I start to hear it calling out in the darkness. It is coming, and I must get to safety or I will be taken. Scanning through the darkness ahead of me, I see a pipe before me. Its dark entrance is scary, but in my panic I think that maybe I will be safe in there. It is just about big enough for me to crawl into with the heavy weight on my back and my teddy in my arms. I have no time to think. It is coming. I bend down and crawl into the pipe. It is very dark in here. The metal is cold and slimy and it smells really bad. I cannot get out. I cannot stay still. I can hear it calling and crying, and it's getting louder, echoing and taunting. I must escape. I crawl forward, trying my best to keep my teddy in one hand. The bag on my back is so heavy and cumbersome. It feels so hard to make, but somehow I drag my way into the dark, tight space. Up ahead I think I can see a glimmer. I think I can see the end of the pipe. I am almost wedge-tied, but I must keep going. I must. The noise of the thing that stalks me is growing and growing. That thing that comes into my room at night, it is here, it is coming. My whole being now feels like a stone, so heavy, and the noise is making me feel so dizzy and sick. My head feels like it will explode. Everything is blurry, everything is starting to flash and fade. And just before I lose all vision and